Okay, since quite a lot of students have the problem about the inequality symbol, so I'm going to make a very short videos to explain when do we change this symbol and when do we no need to change this symbol. Okay, so for example, you got 4x bigger than 7. You got 4x bigger than 7, so you will got x will bigger than 7/4. Okay, because if you want to get the x, you just divide 4 for both sides. You just divide 4 over here and then divide 4 over here. Okay, means actually we just divided 4 over here and then we divided 4 over here. Okay, simple. So in here you see actually this symbol does not change. Okay, does not change. Okay, what happens to negative 4x bigger than 7? Okay, this one, negative 4x bigger than 7, in order to get x as a subject, so here you have to divide it by negative 4 and you have to divide by negative 4 also, right? Because when you divided the negative 4 or at your left hand side, then you have to make sure your right hand side also divide negative 4. Okay, so then only negative 4x divided by negative 4, then you will got x over here. What this is what you want to do, make x as a subject. Okay, but then you must be careful when you multiply or divide by negative. Okay, when you multiply or divide, whenever got negative symbol over here, you have to change this symbol. So this symbol have to change to smaller. Okay, so you got x smaller than negative 7/4. Okay, this is something you have to be very careful. Okay, whenever you are multiply or divide negative, then you have to change this symbol. But you plus minus for negative, then you do not need to change. Okay, let's have a look at this one. Okay, both actually is the same example. Okay, because I over here I'm going to use a different step to show you their difference. Okay, so over here I got 3 minus 2x will be will smaller or equal to 1. So in order to make x as a subject, so actually I got two choice over here. Means I can use two different ways to do it. Okay, first is I move the negative 3 to the other side. I will got negative 2x will smaller and equal to 1 minus 3. Okay, positive 3 move to the other side will become negative 3. That's all. Okay, so now x. Okay, here I have to divide by negative 2. What? Because I got negative 2x. So I have to divide by negative 2. So I make sure I change the symbol. Okay, here 1 minus 3, we got negative 2. So this one is negative 2 divided by negative 2. So x will bigger and equal to 1. Okay, this is very simple mathematics. Okay, this is 1 minus 3, you got negative 2, and then you divide negative 2, you got 1. But then when you divided negative 2, you must be careful, because I say when you multiply or divide any number with negative, you have to change the symbol. Okay, what if I do not want to multiply or divide negative? Okay, now I use the other methods. Okay, now I move the 1 over here and then I move the negative 2x over here. Okay, I move the 1 over there and then I move the negative 2x over there. Okay, so I will got 3 minus 1 will smaller equal to 2x. Okay, see, even this is negative 2x. Okay, but then because I move the whole negative 2x to this side, then it just become positive 2x. Because now I am not multiply or divide negative. Because in algebra, this one called what? In order to delete positive 2x, negative 2x over here, I plus 2x for both sides. What? I plus 2x means actually I plus 2x over here and then I plus 2x. Oh, sorry. And then I plus 2x over here. Oops, sorry. Okay, so 2x and 2x, then I simplify what. So this one we call it plus 2x. So you can find out that actually I didn't change the symbol. The symbol still remain the same. Okay, so then I continue to see whether we can get the same answer or not. Okay, so now here I got -2. Okay, I got -2. Okay, so no, this one we got +2. Sorry for that. We got 3 minus 1, we got 2. Okay, it will be smaller or equal to 2x, and then I divided 2 here, divided 2 here in order to get x. So x will bigger. This one called x will bigger and equal to 1. So I just write the x over here. Mean this symbol bigger is toward the x one. So you can find out that actually both also give us the same answer. Okay, just the difference is whether you want to move the 2x, over here, or you move the 3. Or you move the 3 over here. Okay, this one you have to choose. Okay, then we go to the next example. Okay, these two examples actually is very similar, but then this one got negative, this one do not have negative. So this one is something just involve fraction, so it's very simple. You want to make x as a subject, you just move the 2 over 3 to the other side, so it become 3 multiple 2 over 3. This 3 over 2 will become 2 over 3. So I just simplified 1, so x will smaller than 2. Okay, this is the simple algebra. Okay, so for this one you got negative over here. What? So if you want to make x as a subject, you have to make sure you move the whole thing to the other side. What? Because now their relationship, the -3 over 2 relationship with x is multiple. What? So you move to the other side will become divide. So divide got involved negative, make sure we change the symbol. So then 3 multiple -2 over 3. Simplify again, you got x will bigger than -2. Okay, that's all. Okay, so whenever you are multiple or you are divide the negative symbol, you make sure you change the symbol. Okay, last one, this is -7, negative x will bigger and equal to -7. So you want to find what is the x value. Okay, you want to find x, means you have to multiply negative for both sides. What? So this one you multiply negative for both sides, then you have to make sure you change the symbol. Becomes 7. Okay, whenever you multiply both sides with the negative, you have to change symbol, or you got negative x will bigger than 7, then x will smaller than -7. Okay, so this is a very important concept. Whenever you multiply or divide something involve negative one, make sure you change symbol. Okay, let's have a look at this one. This one actually you got 2 different methods to do it also. Okay, if you move the 3y over here, you will got 2y minus 3y, and then you have to move the -3 to the other side, become +3. Then you will got -y will smaller than 3, then y will bigger because you multiply -3. Okay, y will bigger than -3. Okay, or maybe you can use other methods, see we can get y bigger than -3 or not. Or maybe, okay, we move the 2y to the other side, so I got -3 will smaller than 3y minus 2y. So you didn't see the negative value for y, because 3y minus 2y you got y will bigger than -3. So I just rewrite, so y will bigger than -3. See, we will got the same answer with just now. Okay, this is this is something, even this is something simple, but I think it's quite important for inequality, because a lot of students will keep on get confused when need to change the symbol or when do not need to change. Okay. Last but not least, this one is something extra, but still got a lot of students will get very confused. Okay, so whenever you see this kind of situation, okay, whenever you see this kind of situation, so okay, so this one is you got two bracket, well, smaller or equal to 0. Okay, when you got smaller, mean actually if this is a number line, this is a number line, mean here you will got -4 and 3. Okay, because because x minus 3 equal to 0, so x will equal to 3, and x plus 4 equal to 0, x will got -4. So you will got different value for x, which, okay, this is a line for x. Okay, so because this one is smaller or equal to 0, mean actually in this number line you got two dot, and then inside is a full color dot. Okay, so you got something symbol is on the between. So when you got on the between, means what? You got x. Okay, well, x will, okay, normally we didn't, yes, x will bigger than or equal to -4, and x will smaller or equal to 3. Okay, but then if over here the symbol actually is bigger or equal, so this is same thing, this is number line, you got -4 and 3. But then because the symbol over here is bigger and equal, so you have to make sure you go this direction. Okay, mean you cannot get the directions on the middle. Means what? Mean you cannot like this one. You got x will the value for x will be between -4 and 3. What? So over here, if you want, I will write out all the x value. I will got -4, -3, -2, -1, blah blah blah, and then I will got 0, 1, 2, and 3. All this number is means because I will got the area on the middle. What means all the value on the middle is the value of x. So from -4 to 3. What? But then if you got x minus 3, x plus 4 is bigger or equal to 0, you will not get the value on the middle. So over here, what you got? Okay, because going this side means smaller, going this side means bigger. What? So you got x will smaller or equal to -4, or x will bigger than 3. So x will bigger than 3, you got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 until infinity. And the x will smaller, sorry, both also got equal one, because this one is full dot. Okay, so you got x is smaller or equal to -4, so you can be -5, -6, -7 until infinity. So these two is very important, because a lot of students will make this kinds of mistake. Maybe I just show some mistake made by a lot of students. Okay, so a lot of students, they will make this kind of mistake. Okay, because teacher normally teach that you just assume this one is the equal symbol. So you will got x minus 3 and x plus 4 equal to 0. What? Then x minus 3 equal to 0, x will equal to 3. Then only student change back this symbol to smaller or equal to 3. Okay, so means what? Means you already got something wrong, because a lot of students will straight away change the symbol, like this one. Okay, so you straight away take this one and this one. So you got x minus 3 is smaller or equal to 0, then x will smaller or equal to 3. So he got x plus 4 will smaller or equal to 0, then x will smaller or equal to -4. Because normally if for this symbol, normally is for this symbol is equal, then actually we can do something like this. But then in these cases, this symbol is not equal. This symbol is smaller and equal, or bigger and equal, so you cannot do using this way. Okay, must be careful of it lah. Okay, I hope this short video can make you better understanding about the inequality symbol. Okay, thanks for watching.